Now, before we get to top stories, I have to get to this. An Italian-American civil rights group lashed out at Kamala Harris's running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, saying he's an enemy to the community and that he should drop out of the race because he apparently didn't protect the statue of Christopher Columbus from being torn down by rioters. And for those who are new to the show, we often have audio that simply nobody else can get. And I have a clip here of an Italian-American family discussing this story in their kitchen. Listen to this.
Look, you had to walk in Columbus's shoes to see what he went through. People thought the world was flat, for crying out loud. Then he lands on an island with a bunch of naked savages on it. I mean, that took a lot of guts. You remember when we went to Florida, the heat? And those bugs.
Like it took guts to murder people and put them in chains.
He was a victim of his time.
Who cares? It's what he did.
He discovered America is what he did. He was a brave Italian explorer. And in this house, Christopher Columbus is a hero. End of story.
It's amazing how we can get that audio. Definitely not The Sopranos. Definitely just, your ordinary Italian-American family. Yeah, we have sources everywhere. And that father, very adamant.
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus is a hero in this
typical
household.
kitchen table talk.
Yeah, exactly. So we get the clips from politicians delivering speeches, and we get the clips of, your ordinary American family. So we've got it all here. Let's get to today's top stories now, presented by Bathmasters. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. Former President Trump held a news conference at his estate in Palm Beach County, and he was asked about debating Kamala Harris.
We've agreed with Fox on a date of September 4th. We've agreed with NBC, fairly full agreement, subject to them, on September 10th. And we've agreed with ABC on September 25th. So we have those three dates, and those networks. We have spoken to the heads of the network, and it's all been confirmed, other than some fairly minor details. Audience, some location, which city would we put it into, but all things that will be settled very easily. I think it'll be very easy. The other side has to agree to the terms. They may or may not agree. I don't know if they're going to agree. She hasn't done an interview. She can't do an interview. She's barely competent, and she can't do an interview. But I look forward to the debates because I think we have to set the record straight.
What was that quote that he had yesterday that was my favorite of the whole press conference?
I don't like his brain.
Yeah, he was talking about Joe Biden. He's like, I don't like his brain. So he got the dates confused there. The ABC debate's going to be on. Yeah, you're right. The ABC debate's on September 10th. Fox has never commented on this September 4th debate. They offered to do one on September 17th. But they haven't publicly agreed to anything on September 4th, and Kamala Harris certainly hasn't agreed to that. So I think the ABC one on September 10th is going to be the first one. Whether or not there's another one, there should be one. I think it'd be fair to give one to Fox after that. The NBC debate, I don't know. I didn't see anything from NBC, so I don't know where that stands. But I'm hoping the ABC debate on September 10th. David Muir is going to be one of the moderators.
Oh, good. I like him.
Well, that was the one. Well, yes, women do like him. He's a very handsome guy. I know. That was the guy who I said should do the debate because I know Trump didn't want.
Listen to this show.
Yeah, Trump didn't want George. What does he call him? Slopadopoulos to be the moderator. But I hope that has no audience.
Yeah, the audience is ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's unnecessary. It's too distracting. Yeah.
And Trump wanted an arena, not even like an auditorium.
Right. So he could just talk about how many people are there and go over the crowd size again.
Right. No, I hope we don't have that for that debate. But we'll have at least one, and I think we will have one vice presidential debate. We'll see if we have a second one. But there's not a lot of time between like September 10th and when people start to vote.
No, I mean, it's like a whirlwind, this whole
thing. It really
is.
I mean, it's exhausting.
To think what's been going on in the last 2.5 weeks.
I know.
I mean, I don't know if we've ever had anything like that in the history of American politics.
The assassination attempt feels like it was a decade ago.
Oh, yeah. I know. And it was just a couple weeks ago. It really is crazy how much has happened in the last few weeks.
And just how, and I think we talked about this, it might have been yesterday or the day before, all the days run together, but just how I think the country viewed the race immediately after the assassination attempt to where things are today. It's really
a huge difference.
It's historic what's going on right now. We are living in just quite a moment in history. And
I don't think Trump's real thrilled, though, about having to deal with Harris versus Biden.
Oh, he's not. He said it yesterday. He admitted it.
Yeah, he did it again.
Well, he said yesterday that he actually would prefer to face Harris, but nobody believes that.
Convincing at all.
No, but didn't he say something like, Biden's going to storm the convention and get the nomination back?
Yeah.
That was his prediction on Truth Social. He thinks it's a big conspiracy.
Biden doesn't storm anywhere anymore.
No, he does not.
He shuffles.
I don't even know if he'll be there.
Right, exactly. All right, what else is going on this morning, Chris?
Well, we got the Olympic medal count, and the USA and China are tied for gold. But the U.S. has the overall lead in medals.
Oh, we're tied for gold now?
Yeah,
30.
as of an hour ago, we were ahead. It was 30-29, yeah.
We only have the latest information here.
Yeah, that's
we
right.
Stay on top
you're up to the second.
Up to the second. So, but some notable drama, though, yesterday in the track and field events. We had a hurdler who runs the 400-meter hurdle, set a world record yesterday, Sydney McLaughlin-Livroni. Was totally dominant, just blew away the field, and it was awesome to watch. Yeah, it was really great. And then there was drama involving Noah Lyles.
Yeah.
Now, Noah Lyles is the 100-meter champ, the fastest man alive.
The photo finish.
And he was talking a lot of trash about winning the 200-meter, being the first American to do that since Carl Lewis in 1984. And it looked like he had a real shot because he's well known for having that breakaway speed on the last 100 meters. But what happened was, he went out there and finished third, collapsed on the track. He didn't go unconscious. He just looked very weak, and they had to bring out a wheelchair to take him away.
Yeah.
And his family went down to the track to see if he was okay. It turns out that he later admitted he had COVID and ran the race anyway.
And still won a bronze, honestly.
Yeah.
Look, I know he set the world record and won gold, but I'm almost more impressed with the bronze medal with COVID.
I'm impressed by the fact that, think about a couple of years ago, the idea of somebody competing while they had COVID,
right.
Yeah,
that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, it's an astounding thing. Now, there was some criticism that, he didn't let anybody know this, but you can't let anybody know because then the field would know that he's weak.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
So, he didn't want to let on that, he was not at his best. And it's interesting because he won the bronze medal in the 2021 Olympics, and he said he was just ashamed of that medal because he thought he should have had gold. This time he said he's actually proud of winning the bronze because he got through the race and placed.
I finally watched a little of the Olympics yesterday. There's just been so much news. I just haven't had time to watch it, but I heard that Team USA, my dad told me Team USA, the basketball team, was down big, 13 points. I think they were down 17 at one point.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, and then I watched that fourth quarter, so I turned it on right at the perfect time and saw the comeback. And boy, Serbia, they wanted that one, but Team USA pulled it out. They could not lose. That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah, we have a dominant streak in that sport, and you don't want to be on the dream team that loses.
No. And you're looking at the players they've got, and they're the best in the sport, as you know, Dana. I mean, LeBron James and Steph Curry.
I followed them very closely.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards, the Ant-Man. I know you're a big fan of him.
But here's the thing. A lot of those teams have NBA players on them.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the players of other countries.
Yep.
And they are coming for the U.S. every single time.
Yeah, and the NBA is more of an international game, so it'll be interesting to go. I think Team USA is going to win, but the gold medal match tomorrow against France, and the women's basketball team doing really well. So you hope with some of those events, because China, they're not in any of that'll put us over the top with the gold medals. And I think we were up 30 overall when it came to the medal
we have a
count.
lot more total than anybody.
Yeah, no doubt. But, we have the most programs, the most athletes.
Yeah.
So that helps.
Right.
But it doesn't take away from the accomplishments
No.
of what they're doing over there.
It's awesome. All right, Chris Trankman with today's top stories. Chris, thanks so much.
Thank you.